Hello everyone, this is Krishna and welcome back to my channel. This is part 2 of practical question series in Angular, and here we are going to see three more interesting questions. So, so as part of this we are going to see how to access DOM element in React. For this we are going to use functional components and use ref in React. And the next one is how to bind the data or array of objects into dropdown. So it can be either dynamical data coming from the API, or it is the static data which you write in your component file. So the third one is display drop-down value selected by the user in another text box. So we are going to use state and some other features in the functional component to implement this functionality. So for this I have created an application called React 2 where I have app.js as the parent component and all these are the child components. These are the part 1, part 2 and all. So I am going to use this part 2 component where I am writing the code, and I will be placing this code in the GitHub where you can see the all the videos code. So the first one we are going to see is how to access the DOM element. For this I have created a functional component. As this is the functional component, I am going to use ref from React. Now I am going to create some element. These empty things are React fragments. I have created a tutorial for that. You can go back to my channel and view that. Now I am going to create an input, and I am giving some value to this input. Now I am going to create a reference. Constant custom ref equal to use ref. You can initialize this with null value or empty string based on your requirement, and I am going to take a button. So once user clicks on this button, I will access this input element. So I am going to use onClick arrow function to call a method. I am taking method name as access method, and I am creating this method here. This is the arrow function syntax for creating a method. And once user clicks on this, I am going to log the input reference. So that's it. Let us save this and check whether it's working or not, and let us head back to our browser. So before that we have to mention this part 2 in our app.js. So it got compiled. So once we refresh here, you will be able to see the input with a text box and a button with click me. And I am going to inspect this. Now once user clicks on this, you should be able to see the element. You can see here we have got the DOM element data, and I am going to check the value whether it's temp or not. You can see the value property, and you can see the temp got rendered here, and in this way we can access the DOM elements in our React application. So the next one we are going to see is how to bind the data to the dropdown in React. So first we are going to part2.js, and here I am going to take a select element. Inside this select, I am going to place option, and to these options we have to give some data. Option 1. So I am rendering this statically. After this we will be seeing how to render that dynamically. Let us save this and check whether it's working or not. So you should be able to see a drop down with 3 options. As you can see here, we have got a drop down with 3 options, and we will be seeing how to render that dynamically. For this, I am going to create an array constant. I am going to create an array set data equal to new state of some initial state. I have to import this use state from React, and I am going to create some initial state here, which consists of array of objects or simply array. I am going to create a properties with IDs and values. And I am going to create another object with ID as 2 and the value as some name. So I have created the object, array of objects, and I am going to render this dynamically in my select drop down. To this select, I am going to use options, before that we have to use this data dot map of data or something, anything, and index now I am going to return these options with key as index and I am going to render this value, and value equal to value. So we are getting some issue here. So here I have changed some syntax, and in this way we can bind the data to the drop down select. So let us check whether it's working or not in the browser. So it got compiled successfully. So you should be able to see the drop down values what we have bind dynamically. So now we are going to see how to get this drop down value and how to bind that to the input element. For this I am going to create some input data, set input data equal to useState of null. So once user clicks on this, I am going to call a method handle change. Now I am going to create this method handle change, and in this handle change I am going to set this input. By using this event.target.value. In order to get that, we have to send this event from our on change. So let us save this and check whether it's working or not. So let us head back to our browser and refresh this. You should be able to see a drop down and some input. You can see here drop down and the input, and once I change this, you should be able to see the changed data in the input. So in this way we can bind drop down data to another element or input. So this is the end of this tutorial. Thank you.